Yeah, hi guys. She-Hulk season finale is here and it's underwhelming. Hey guys, I am Over to Punch and today we're going to talk about She-Hulk. Just so you know guys, first of all, I've not been a strong reader of any She-Hulk comics growing up. Probably read a couple of comics here or there. So I'll leave the expansive details of this She-Hulk character to the pros to dissect her in full detail. Okay, so that's out the way. Now let's talk about this Disney Plus She-Hulk show. Oh dear. I know there have been countless videos on social media on how terrible this show is, and that its focus is pushing ethnicist agenda, making a mockery of men and the fans, which all seem to be valid points respectively, according to some viewers after seeing this show. So I decided to spend a few hours binge watching this show to see what all the fuss is about. And to be honest, besides the first and the 8th episode with Daredevil in it, and a few of the Wongers one, I think the writing of this show is problematic. So what is the plot exactly? I'm not sure. Is it about She-Hulk lack of self-esteem and dating life? Is it about her career? Or her trying to understand her powers? Or is it a show just of cameos from the MCU male characters just to get views? I don't know. Or is it about hating men? I'm not sure. The script of this show is an abomination. There is no coherent plot. If there is, the delivery is terrible. Absolutely rubbish. Now let's talk about this season's finale. The grand big She-Hulk finale that we've all been waiting for. Good lord, it's one of the worst I've seen in any TV show. It's just terrible. And I'm pretty sure they're already setting up for season 2 without even wrapping up this season satisfactorily. Why? What's the rush? I don't know. Okay, let's talk about the writers of this show. The writers of this show, they are just awful, man. And they should pray it doesn't get cancelled. This show doesn't get cancelled. I mean, well, who are we kidding here? They probably already greenlit season 2. So this time she's all about pushing the woman's narrative rather than telling the good story for everyone to enjoy. Now let's get into the details of this show. Spoilers guys, if you haven't seen the show, full spoilers from here on. So She-Hulk, she was remanded last week and taken to Abomination's prison for, hulking out and causing a panic in the last episode. So due to a plea deal, she eventually got released, and the terms of the agreement is she must not turn into She-Hulk. I'm pretty sure they gave her some She-Hulk inhibitor so she doesn't transform into She-Hulk, or that way they could track how she transforms into the She-Hulk. So she and her only friend, the paralegal lady, I don't know what her name is, Nikki I think, they start investigating intelligentsia. Was it intelligentsia? Is that what it's called? For hacking to her phone and revealing her private affairs to the public. So she texts Bruce multiple times, but he's away in space, doing his space stuff, and wasn't responding to her messages. So she tried reaching out to Emil Blonsky. It was the next best thing who understands her situation. Fair enough. So she went over to his retreat only to discover Emil Blonsky has been changing into the Abomination, and he's sort of in cahoots with Todd. And he's, Todd is the villain of this show apparently. And this hates She-Hulk cult club. And Todd reveals his evil plan to the members of this She-Hulk hate cult club, that he paid someone to steal her blood. And coincidentally, her male colleague and paralegal friend was also stumbled upon this cult gathering in their own personal investigations. So Todd injects as his She-Hulk's blood into himself, and he hulks out and tries to attack Jennifer Walker's but the abomination stopped him by knocking out or throwing him into a nearby wall whilst carrying Jennifer on his towering shoulders. While that was happening, Bruce shows up out of nowhere. When did he get back to Earth? God knows, we don't know. And he started attacking Abomination because he thought Jennifer was being attacked. So how did he know what Jennifer is? Has he got like a tracker or some device? I don't know. This is hard. This is the logic of the show, mate. We also have Tatiana. She was throwing people around as well. Why she's there? No, I don't have a clue why she's there in the first place. So she was getting confused about all this commotion, and she decides to break the fourth wall by freezing everything and ask the audience, "Is this working for you?" Oh no, God no, it's not working for me at all. Nothing seems to work with this show. So what does she do? She heads over to Disney Plus online, punches her way through the main menu and pops out of her own tab and jumps into, or should I say rather, kicks her way into Marvel Studios and landing in the real world studio to speak to the showrunners. The dumb writers of this show, yes, the actual writers of this show, was in this episode. They pointed out to Kevin if she wasn't satisfied with the ending. Well, I thought to myself, are they bringing Kevin Feige into this show? After a few fights with security just to get to Kevin in the offices, she eventually got to see Kevin, and he was in this secure room, dark, and the screens all over of Disney Plus channels and all the shows. And I was expecting to see Kevin, but guess what? Kevin is not actually Kevin Feige. He's just some AI android from God knows, maybe Star Wars. And to be honest, they said the Kevin stands for an acronym for something which I couldn't care less about, to be honest. So who is this show for Christ's sakes? I mean, I'm not a writer by any stretch of the imagination, but my lord, I wouldn't write a show like this. If the aim is to subvert my expectations, consider my expectations subverted, but not in a good way. This twist is asinine. After a long, boring conversation with Android AI Kevin, she got the ending she wanted from Kevin, and somehow she saved the day without any action whatsoever. Daredevil kid dropped out from nowhere from the sky to help her. He wasn't needed because he's a man. He's supposed to save a woman, I guess. And all throughout the show is the male super characters that have been interesting so far. To be honest, this show is just awful, man. But wait, that's not it. I kid you not, yeah. There was a line in this show that done me head in. This is what Jenny Walters said to Kevin the AI. I would not mind seeing Daredevil again. A woman has needs. Seriously? So Daredevil, the brooding vigilante, has been reduced to a shag buddy for She-Hulk in this flipping show. Oh dear me. Like his walk of shame wasn't bad enough as it is. To be honest, whichever ending they went with or for this show, none of them would work. They're just called awful. So Todd and Blumsy, they got sent to prison, and Jennifer Walters got back home to have lunch with her family, and Matt Murdock was also there as well. And guess what? The Hulk shows up from space to this family dinner or the family barbecue to introduce his son to the family, Scar. And to be honest, the CGI is just asinine. Wasn't that great? And there he is. Credits roll. Wong breaks Blumsky out of prison, and that's the end of the show. That's the season finale, guys. I guess you have to stay tuned for season 2, or maybe we get a She-Hulk movie. Whichever comes first, I'm not interested. But we see how it goes. I'll get new writers, because that's what this show needs, is good writers. Because the writers of this show, they all need to be sacked or whatever. Good God. Well, I think but my heart goes out to all the She-Hulk fans, those who have been reading the comics over the years and supported She-Hulk. They must all be going bored after this episode, because they'll be tearing their hair out from watching this episode. If you like the show, I say, well, what can I say? I'm not going to rain on your parade, but we can all like the same things now, can't we? But She-Hulk, in my opinion, is underwhelming. I did not enjoy this show at all. Well, my advice to you guys is don't take the show too seriously. It's a parody designed to troll, particularly the male audience. It's got nothing to do with the comics She-Hulk. That's my 2 cents. Anyways, thanks for stopping by. If you like what I do, sub to the channel and leave a like. Stay tuned. Chat to you later. Peace.